I'm pretty sure we're going to have Mike Merino on the call here in just a second. I'll give you just a little bit of background on what I've been doing. I'm a network marketer, been for 30 years, had some success, built some big teams. For the last 3 years, I've been working a lot with cryptocurrency. I mine it, I trade it, I run some master nodes. Most recently, I've been brokering some Bitcoin. And I think Bitcoin's going to, be the place, be that hot spot in the market. The stock market's been there for the last, 5-6 years, but it's coming to a top, and I think all that money is going to be rolling into Bitcoin, and a lot of other people think that too, because I was down at the Bitcoin Blockchain Ethereum conference in Dallas, Texas about a year ago, last March, and ran into one of the key speakers, John McAfee from McAfee Antivirus. And he made a prediction. He said Bitcoin is going to 500,000 in 2020. Well, that's at the end of this year, guys. And I got online the other day. He's changed his prediction. He says it's going to go to $1 million by 2022. And that could really happen. It really could happen. Because if you think about it, there's only going to ever be 21 million Bitcoin mined. And everybody knows that on this call most likely. But if you don't, the algorithm limits it to 21 million. They say about 1 to 2 million has been lost in the early days of Bitcoin, people losing their wallet keys, people hard drives crashing when they had their wallets on their desktops, all kinds of reasons. So you're looking at maybe 18 or 19 million Bitcoin when it's all said and done. And you think about it, if 18 million people each held just one Bitcoin, not 100 Bitcoin, not 30, not 2 Bitcoin, just one Bitcoin, all the Bitcoin's taken. And so what happens? The price goes up, the law of supply and demand. How much are you going to pay for that Bitcoin? Instead of people buying a Bitcoin, they'll be buying 1/10 of a Bitcoin, then 100th of a Bitcoin, then 1,000th, then 1,000,000th of a Bitcoin, because each Bitcoin is divisible into 1,000,000 pieces. And the guys that are holding a Bitcoin when this all shakes loose will be absolutely glad they did. Now, good friend of mine from Michigan, Brent Robinson, called me up. A couple of months ago now, and he said, don't get into any network marketing programs. He said, we got something big coming down the pike. Yeah, he said it's a Bitcoin doubler. And so I was all ears, because if I can double my Bitcoin, I want to know about it. And if I can double it more than once, double it 2, 3, 4 times, I'm definitely in. And I said, I got to know this thing's real. And he said, well, Mike Merino put this thing together. He's the lead distributor, and I said, Mike Merino, that name rings a bell. I got to thinking, and I first met Mike through a commercial business venture several months ago. I mean, probably back last November. I had no idea he was involved with network marketing. I had no idea that he was into Bitcoin or building a Bitcoin doubler for the last year. All I knew is I was brokering Bitcoin, and my sellers are very large private sellers, and they wanted to make sure that I was moving a large amount of Bitcoin each time when they exposed their wallet, and so it's real hard to find large buyers. And so I offered some network marketing friends of mine a little commission if they'd help me find a buyer. Who'd they bring on the line? They brought on Michael Merino, and he pointed me to an attorney down in Dallas that actually signed a contract with us. So I'd known this guy through commercial business. He runs in the right circles. He's got the right friends. He's got the right investors, the right team behind him. Michael, are you out there?
Yes, I am, Troy. How you doing?
Doing good. We can barely hear you. Do you got a headset on or something?
I'm here.
Okay, now you're loud and clear.
All right.
Michael, could you tell us just a little bit about yourself, your background, and we know you're the lead distributor, but I know you put a lot of your heart and soul into building this company, some people you've worked with for years on the programming side as well as on the support side. Could you tell us just a little bit about your team and how you got to this point?
Well, my background is in the early days, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've had a handful of businesses that I've been the CEO of. As a matter of fact, a a few members from the old days are on our team here, from the customer service to the infrastructure team to the programmers, the IT guys. So real happy about that as far as the people involved. I sold my businesses, retired when I was 30, was introduced to network marketing at 35 to a company called Herbalife. Mark Hughes and Larry Thompson and Jim Rowan became my mentor, and was only in 8 companies altogether in the last 22 years. Master distributor of 3, did a lot of consulting and brought my IT and software to companies and built some pretty big teams. But the reason we are at this point presently is because in the last 2 years, I saw some it's the wild west in network marketing with when I met Bitcoin. You can't trust what's going on out there. A lot of people have been hurt. We've had a lot of companies come after us that weren't put together right, so we decided to build our own mousetrap here. And I will admit we've done a pretty good job here, Troy.
Well, I guarantee you've done a good job. From what I can see, it looks real good. Can you talk just a little bit about I know you're big on customer support. Can you talk just a little bit about your policy on customer support? Because I know I had an email address that was wrong, and I sent in a support ticket. Within an hour, it was fixed. It just amazing your support. How do you know these guys, and why are they so good?
Well, we've had the same team together for a lot of years. We built businesses, and like I said, we saw a lot of companies out here that were doing it wrong as far as infrastructure, stability, servers, security, customer service. Customer service has always been a priority with me. From the time I was mentored young, my mentors, I had one mentor that said, and it stuck with me, if anybody has a problem, you give them their money back, they have nothing to complain about. And you always have to take care of your customers. We brought that philosophy here. The customer service people that are here are people that have been with us for over 15 years. So it's a solid part of our infrastructure that's, you can send in a ticket 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have live chat. So we got that pretty well taken care of.
Yes, you do. Well, thanks for that. I heard you mention security. Security is big. You hear about companies getting hacked, even exchanges getting hacked. I had about 50,000 worth of coins on Cryptopia that got hacked a month ago, and I still haven't got them back. So security is big. Can you tell us just a little bit about the measures that FreeBtc has in place for security to keep the Bitcoin secure?
Yeah, first of all, this isn't our first rodeo. We've got over 30 years experience in the business where we're business people with the right family, the right business, with the right business background. So first of all, when you come in and you buy a package with your Bitcoin, we have several accounts. We keep that Bitcoin moving, so we can't be hacked. It's always being moved from account to account. And then it's sent over to our trading platform where we trade it, and then it's sent back. So that's part of it. We're on several servers. We're like Facebook. We have mirrored accounts. We have 2 programming teams. Everything's captured up and authenticated through Google. So we build a very, very secure and stable foundation of a company because we've done it before. We have a lot of experience in it.
Well, I'm glad you do, and I'm glad that this is put together the way it is, because security is real important. I heard you mention trading. Can you tell us just a little bit about the income-producing activity that supports these payouts, these 1.8%, 2% a day payouts?
Yeah, see, that was another thing, and that's one of the main things. There's several pillars to our business that make it just the best mousetrap out there. And what makes ours secure, I mean, when other companies were saying they were paying out 2.3 or 1.8 or 1.5% or 2%, and they were trading Bitcoin, it didn't make any sense to me. And that's, you should run for the hills if they're saying that, because, you know, in the last year, if you're trading Bitcoin, I mean, about the average was in the tops was about 1%. However, what we have brought is Forex trading. That's behind this. We have an expert in it that grew up in that medium and follows the trends, trends of the big banks, mentored in that aspect. And so we've been averaging just over the last couple of years. I mean, we've been doing it for several years. Just in the last couple of years, averaging per day about 5%. So we have a solid margin as a business company corporation. We are FreeBtcClub is an international company. It is based out of Asia, and we do international currency trading as a main Forex trading type thing. Okay.
Yeah, and can you tell us just a little bit that confirm that you got a personal relationship with your trade group?
We do. They've been with us for many, many years. The head guy over there is a personal friend of my partners and mine. I mean, and yes, for several years. That's our secret sauce.
Oh, that's great. That makes people feel good to know that there's something out there that's not, you know, that's legitimate and it's going to be around for a lot of years. And that's why I'm here. Could you tell us?
There's a lot of great, Troy. There's a lot of great people that are behind this. You know, a lot of people talk about the 3 Ps out there. I'm big on that. It was very hard when I was consulting because these owners were inexperienced, and we end up leaving because they didn't listen. They didn't want to spend the extra money. We spared no expense to build this doubler as the best one out there with every kind of security, from customer service to the front end and back end to keeping your Bitcoin safe. Every aspect, we spare no expense.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Can you talk just a little bit about the packages, starting with the namesake? Get 3 and yours is free. FreeBtcClub.
Yeah, let's go. Yes, let's go in. I couldn't wait to get to that. Let's go ahead and get right to that. The program is real simple. The name of the company, once again, is called FreeBtc. We're an international company. We're an offshore company that does international trading. That's what's behind it. And those of you that have built smaller organizations, big organizations, medium organizations, I mean, I've had organizations of more than 500,000, and they've gone away because these companies aren't secure. But what I'm getting at is most of that group were the part-timers, okay? That's our bread and butter. So we geared this program for the people out there that don't know much about Bitcoin, that we're going to train them, and they can come in and get the first package, which is the 0.025 package, which is around $100 if Bitcoin's at 4,000, which it was today when I checked at one point. So that's a $100 package, and we're going to keep that small package at $100 as the Bitcoin goes up. So people can come in and they can buy that package for $100 and refer 3 people, and theirs is free. So here's how it works. You buy the package, you enroll 3 personal packages. It doesn't matter which ones they are, 1 through 6, and we're going to give you that $100 bill back, that 0.025. It's that simple. The other packages work like this, okay? First of all, it's a very simple program. You double either in 112 days on the first 5 packages, or on the bigger package, you double in 100 days if you do it passively. The other way is on the referral side. So let's talk about the passive side. Let's talk about the packages. Package 1, as I said, is 0.025, which is around $100. Package 2 is around $400. That's a 0.10. Package 3 is a quarter of a Bitcoin, which is $1,000 at the current price. Package 4 is the half a Bitcoin, which is $2,000. Package 5 is 1 Bitcoin, which is $4,000. And package 6 is a 3 Bitcoin package, which is around $12,000. The referral side of the company, as far as the package goes, package 1 pays 5% on your pay leg. Package 2 pays 6%. Package 3 pays 8%. Package 4 pays 10%. Package 5 pays 12% in the binary when you refer people. And package 6 pays 3% more, and that's 15%. So first 5 packages, the daily pay is 1.8%. And just to reiterate, and package 6 pays 2% in the daily pay.
And just to reiterate on that Club Pak 1, because a lot of people are interested in the sign up 3, get yours free. They have to come in at the Club Pak 1. It's only on the Club Pak 1, but the people they enroll can come in with any size pack. And when they get their 3, then they get the $100 back, their 0.025 back that day when they get their third person in. And the question is, do they still get to double their account after that, or is it already doubled?
What's that? I'm sorry?
Okay. So once that pack doubles, they still get the full life of the pack on that Club Pak 1, correct? They get their $100 back, and then they get a double the pack, right?
Yes, of course. Of course.
Okay. We had a few questions on that today, so I just wanted to clarify while we were on the call. That is fantastic.
Absolutely. They get their money back, and they get the double on that, and then they can reactivate. Yes.
That's just incredible. I mean, this is going to go like a wildfire.
And to add to it, we're doing something that nobody else has done out there in network marketing or in the traditional business. Is where everybody that comes in and participates with a free BTC Club is going to get paid every day the next day by 11 p.m., okay, to their exterior wallet. The company is not keeping any of your Bitcoin that you've earned that day in-house. It's going to automatically be passed along into your outside bank, your outside wallet, as we call it.
Oh, that sounds great. I think we've covered just about everything about the program, except the elephant in the room, the reason everybody's on this call tonight. When are we launching? Come on, Mike, give me good news.
Well, guys, we're not your typical network marketing company, okay? We've had other businesses before, as we've said several times on the phone tonight and in the past. We've only been in pre-launch just a little over a week, so we're going to take the weekend to let you guys bring in your structure, and we're going to go ahead and launch Monday. So get your people in. Get excited because it's happening. We have both programming teams. If you guys log in, just what we've done in the last 2 days and added to the back office and to the website will astonish you. So check it out. The accounting buttons, all the financial buttons, there's extra security. The authenticator got added to where you add your Bitcoin wallet address where you get paid. So a lot of additions. We have to go through the entire thing, which we've done today, and we're going to be on that all night and all weekend. So we're scheduled to open sometime Monday. Okay, stay tuned.
Okay, that's great news, and I like having a little bit of extra time because this is so popular. This is the only company I've ever seen set up where you can come in for $2 and hold a position, and that $2 is commissionable volume. That's amazing. So this will give us a little time to build our teams. Guys, if you don't have your Bitcoin, you just heard it, launching Monday. tentatively launching Monday. Get your Bitcoin. Figure out what size pack you're going to get and get your Bitcoin, because it's if you're going through an exchange, it can sometimes take a couple days to get your Bitcoin. Now, my team's been going.
It should never take a couple days. You know, get a hold of your upline. We'll get you Bitcoin same day, okay? And for a lot less than you can get it. So we're going to have we have an avenue of getting we have access to a lot of Bitcoin. And just to reiterate what you said at the beginning of this, Troy, really interesting. There's no Bitcoin is not regulated right now. It's going to be. It's coming. That's why the banks are buying up a lot of Bitcoin. That's why they're adding. We know of several banks that we deal with, huge banks that are adding crypto vaults. So it's coming. They're gearing up for it. It is going to go up. I mean, this isn't insider trading because it's not regulated. We know what's happening. We see it. We talk about it. We engage with the banks that we talk to, and we know what's happening here. This is exciting times. The timing is right. We're not going to have that Club Pak. That Club Pak, by the way, when you get other people in for $2 and you buy your position in our company, that is commissionable. Now, you can't make commissions off of that, daily pay or binary pay, but it's a position that'll hold your volume, and come Monday when you upgrade, that all counts. So very exciting times here, Troy.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for that so much, Mike. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up with this. We're going to have another call, I believe, Monday. I'm not sure if we're going to have one Saturday, but we may. I'm going to be sending out an email if we decide to have one. We're definitely going to have one Monday night on the same number at the same time and announce that launch or where we're at. I'm going to wrap it up with this. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Michael, thank you for sharing your heart and what you're doing with this company. Good night. God bless.